Shalom. Call Halayim La, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem or Kakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessing to the Akim and the few Akwath across the four winds. This is your brother Batamaya from Great Millstone, Houston, coming to you with a quick hit. Now, I follow the Stoic Army, so what they do is they post Stoic quotes, and it sparks my spirit, and actually other brothers too, to go into precepts and, just to have that more stoic mind, like our elders always push, being more stoic. So I just wanted to bring out a few precepts, and according to this quote, no one is hated more than he who speaks the truth. Now, we live in Babylon the Great where, your opinions, supposedly matter, especially on social media. But if you're not speaking according to these scriptures, then you're lying. We want to speak the truth, and the truth is this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of these scriptures. That's the only truth, especially the correct breakdowns. But I had a few precepts to go into. First precept I had was Galatians chapter 4, verse 16. Am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth? Now, here in Babylon, for instance, you tell a man that he can't be a woman, and a woman she can't be a man. There's an uproar. With this alphabet mafia, there's definitely an uproar, and they call it hate speech. That's not hate speech. We're telling you that it's virtually impossible. The Most High Yahweh, which his name means he exists. He's perfect. That's what he is. He is perfect. Everything he does is pure. It's perfect. It's good. If he made you to be a man, then you got to be a man. If he made you to be a woman, then you got to be a woman. There's no way around that. But you'll be hated in this society because you can't identify as how they feel that day. You have kids identifying as cats, and they got kitty litter in the restrooms. Like, that's crazy. But Babylon, is the land of confusion. Babylon the Great, which is America. And also America means bitter. So, people, I love when people say you can't handle the truth. No, this place, Babylon, they really can't handle the truth. Isaiah 58:1. Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sins. Now, Jacob, we usually say it's short for Jake, but it goes into Israel, which means he, prince of the power in the Hebrew. But that's you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Come back to your heritage. Come back to the truth wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of these scriptures. And one thing our people hate, and I'm focusing on our people mainly, our people hate to be, corrected. Especially going according to the scriptures. They hate to be corrected. Like, for instance, I used to go to church with one of my female best friends. We grew up together, and then I started learning the truth. You had that zeal, and we went out to eat. And I was telling her, I was like, hey, you can't be eating you can't be eating bacon and no more. And she was waving her hands. I'm like, nah, I don't want to hear that. I'm like, hey, it's according to the scriptures. And she's looking at me like, no, I don't want to hear that. Because she want to continue in her folly. But not knowing, eating pork, what does it do? It causes you to have parasites. It causes you to have high cholesterol. It causes you to have, all kind of other ailments. But our people, they don't know what's going on. Like, if you just follow the dietary laws, you'll actually be better off. But our people don't want us, for their sins to be displayed. I'll just say it like that. And then last precept I had, St. John chapter 15, verse 18. If the world hate you, you know that it hated me before it hated you. So it hated Yahushua. This is a red letter. It hated Yahushua before it's going to hate us. And the servant is not greater than his master. So coming in the time of Jacob's trouble, which is going to be like a time like no other, we're going to be hated. We're going to be, I like my brother say, America's Most Wanted. I remember growing up, I used to watch that show with, you watch the show with your elders, and your, your elder relatives. They like watching, stuff like that. But Even you had some rappers, going into the America's Most Wanted also, but we're literally going to be, displayed on a worldwide, the worldwide stage, I'll say, because everything Esau Edom does, which is a self-proclaimed white man, mainly the elites. They're gonna have us hated and they're gonna have us plastered all over all over the world. But what we got to do, we got to continue in this truth. We got to continue in having faith in this truth. Isaiah 33:6, wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of our times. So that'll keep us stable. That'll keep us level headed. That'll keep us with a clear mind. Be sober. Having that clear mind and having that our eye single on Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. But the world is definitely going to hate us, but we're not seeking love from this world. We want to be loved by Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Lord willing, we have that number. John 15:19. If you were of the world would love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hated you. You might have, used to go out, turn up with the homies. Now they rarely ever see you. They might want to, still try to pass you the blunt, and you be like, nah, I don't smoke no more. And, niggas looking at you upside your head like, man, what's wrong with this nigga? Like, this nigga don't want to smoke no more. This nigga don't want to turn up no more. Like, what the fuck? They're in a state of confusion, not knowing that, you coming back to the truth, following the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability. But we will be hated. And that was pretty much about it. Yeah, that'll be about it. I ain't want to make the lesson too long. Lord willing, this was edifying. Call Halayim La, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, the elders of Great Millstone, that's GMS. Peace and blessing to the Akim, the few Akwath, even the little Akim across the four winds. Shalom and the Baba Ball.